We're live. Hello. Well, I don't think there's anybody on here quite yet, but I just need to get things set up. If you are watching on the replay, kind of jump ahead about 10 minutes. I do need to get everything set up here. I can't, for some reason, schedule my lives anymore because I don't know what's up with YouTube. So I have to come on about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes early and get everything set up. Uh, also, uh, today, tonight, it is 6 p.m. here, Central Standard Time in Memphis, and we are under some severe weather. So this is why I am starting an hour early, and I'm hoping that I can get through this pretty quickly and uh, and have power and internet and all that hold up as well. And if you keep seeing me kind of glance over that way, on my other laptop, I just happen to have Ryan Hall on, and he's showing videos of what it looks like in Arkansas. So like in Bentonville, that area, so that's kind of like the northwest corner. Oh, I don't know where. Oh, that's in Oklahoma. A little bit of a fire going on. Yeah, there's a lot of high winds and everything going on. Let's see. I need to finish getting everything else put in here in the description and all that. And let's see. Just bear with me. I don't think I have anybody on yet. Hey Sharon, did you see my the post that I made? That I guess you did, or maybe you just happened been on YouTube and noticed. Oh my gosh, she's live. Yeah, I'm doing this because the impending weather that is about to hit us. Um, I got Ryan Hall on my other laptop over there. That's why I'm looking, and they're talking about, I think, like 8, 9 o'clock is when some stuff is going to start here, but it's been pretty windy here all day. It's a little cloudy. Uh, Sun pokes in and out, but it's not here yet. It's northwest of us, but it's coming, and I need to be weather aware. So that's why I decided, let me do this early. Now I could have uh, just did it as a pre-record because that's what I did all this week. Everything was pre-recorded for the next 2 weeks. Hello, Froggy. Oh, you're on it, Froggy. Thank you. Um, yeah, I decided, yeah, I could do that, but the reason why I didn't was because since everything else that I was doing for the rest of the month was all pre-recorded, I figure let me do one more live before I go on my trip, which will be on Sunday morning. Not too early, or actually I don't leave till like early afternoon, but it's going to be morning when I have to get there. Um, what's nice is all I have to really do is do something with this mop of hair and pack. I got all my video content and everything done. The Friday night kind of lives that I have done for next Friday and the Friday after that. I've already done the PDFs and they're already sitting out there on the Google Drive. Uh, so those are there for you. Okay, I think I got everything here. Just making sure. All right, let's save that. And then let me get this link here to go put it out there on Facebook. Yeah, we're gonna try and do this in less than 2 hours. All right, so give me this. All right, let's go here really quick. And this. All right. Why did you not paste it? Oh, thank you. Okay. Let's do that. What's that? Almost there. All right, let me flip this here. And here. And let's see. Share now. Okay. So I hope everybody's been doing okay, doing well. It's Friday, and boy, has it been a busy week. Okay, I got that. Let's see. I think I got everything now. We can close that. Make sure I got nothing else open. Okie dokie. Little Froggy's here and Sharon's here. Okay. All right, so I am going to get started so that way we can get through this hopefully in less than 2 hours before you know what breaks out outside. It's been kind of windy. It's been very comfortable. I actually liked having the windows open. But yes, it is getting windier. It is getting cloudier. I happen to have the blinds opened, you know, in this back window. Hopefully I can get through this, you know, before it's dark. So that way nobody's seeing what's going on in here. Hold on, there's one more light I got to turn on. Hold on. I just realized we need all the light that we can get, right? So, yeah, it's been a very busy week here. I have basically crammed in 2 weeks worth of video content in regards to designing and recording and posting and scheduling, all of that. So, all of that's good. And it's funny because last night I recorded, what was it, the Friday night kind of live for the last Friday of this month. And then last night I came up with everything for tonight. So yeah, I ended up doing tonight's last. So, but they're really cute projects. I think um they'll go together pretty quickly. It's just when you're designing, it takes a little bit longer. Okay, so What else is happening? Yeah, I have some, what do you call it? Some, housekeeping stuff that I'll go over really, really quick. There is an update about, if you didn't see it, about the whole basic white thick cardstock situation. So some good news there. Still, the fact that the price of it. mm, Yeah, it's like how much of this stuff you're going to be able to buy when it keeps going up and up and up and up. So actually going on right now is the onstage event in Raleigh, North Carolina. I've seen some people posting pictures already of things that are going on there. Um, I've seen what the front of the catalog looks like. I've seen what the new in colors are and what they look like. Uh, let's see what else. Um, I haven't seen much more of anything as far as product, but from what I was reading, somebody posting that their pre-order, so typically if you go to these events, they have what is called a product purchase premiere. So you get to pre-order, some select items from the new catalog before, the rest of us demos get to see it and get to pre-order anything out of there. But from what I was seeing is that evidently those items on the product purchase premiere are, I don't know if anything is even out of that new catalog, because it looked like there was a lot of stuff that they said that was going to be upcoming online exclusive items. So, yeah, so I think it'll be next week. I don't know if it's Monday or Tuesday that the rest of us demonstrators will be able to see that catalog and on the website. So we'll see. We'll see what's in there and see what else increased in price. One thing I did go and check, because this was one of the things I talked about last Friday, the water painters, these are now gone. So these, they had mentioned in the announcements a week ago that their supplier that makes these for them, I don't know if they're just not doing it anymore or if they closed or what the deal is, but they were discontinuing this and basically said once these were out of stock and gone, the number was going to be turned off. And at some point they'll find something else to replace this at some point. So I just wanted to let you know about that. If anybody is a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, uh, you know what? Let me turn this around and where I got stuff, visuals that you can see, and I'll make mention of it. And if anybody's like a subscriber, I don't know if there's some things you have to do now that the paperpumpkin.com website is now done and everything is now on the Stampin' Up website. So there is something that you do need to do if you want to continue. Um, the 12, yeah, I'm going, you know what? I still got the visual. Yeah, we're going to cover all that. So let me flip this and let's get into this. So let me bring this down and flip. Okay, and I'll bring this down a little bit. Let's make sure everything is not all wonky, because we don't like wonky. We want plenty of light. All right, so the updates that I had last Friday in regards to the cardstock. So it turns out that there were quite a few demonstrators that had reached out to demonstrator support, and basically made a comment about the basic white thick in the 8.5 by 11 size. So they had reevaluated their decision and they're going to continue to carry it. Uh, the price of it, and this is for a pack of 24 sheets, just like what we have right now. The price of that here in the US is going to be $17 and then 24 in Canada. You will not see the basic white thick 8.5 by 11 in the new catalog. They will have it in with the online exclusives. They're still gonna carry on with the 12 by 12 basic white thick. Let's see, Froggy, you were asking the number of sheets in the 12 by 12. Uh, in for the basic white thick, it says 24 sheets. Um, the die through, we still don't have an answer on that die through because it's very confusing. They're saying that the dyed assortment packs are going to be gone, but then why do you got a price there unless you're going to have these in a full color? So I don't know. I mean, even the woman that I talked to last week. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest with you that when it came to the basic white thick, the truth is I was not going to buy 12 by 12 thick cardstock and then cut it down to 8.5 by 11. I'm not gonna do that. To me, it's like that's time consuming that I have to do that because remember it's thicker cardstock too. And plus, there's going to be waste of cardstock, in my opinion. So I'm glad that there were a lot of demonstrators that said something. Uh, I think there was something else. Oh, yeah, the other thing that I'm not crazy about is the fact that the basic white and the very vanilla cardstocks, where we had the packages of 40 and now they're going to drop it down to 24 sheets, and yet they're going to charge a little bit more. Yeah, they're going to charge more because I think right now it's 13.50 here in the US for a package of 40 sheets, but then they're going to charge $14 for just 24 sheets. And as now I don't know about Very Vanilla, but I do know that last week, um, yeah, yeah, Froggy, at one point, yes, like last week, when we first got, when we got together and I went through all of this, I had called, hey Lisa, I did hear that, um, what do you call it, that they did mention that that basic white thick 8.5 by 11 was being discontinued, and then it sold out. And so it says currently unavailable, so that means that it's going to come back. And I think they said the week of March 24th. I don't know what it says right now because I haven't really checked on the website. I mean, I can quickly bring it up here, but yeah, after I think that was posted, I think they just got a whole lot of demonstrators that reached out to demonstrator support or went into the suggestion box, and they were very vocal. And I will say that I was one of them that did go, well, both I called before our Friday Night Live, and I also put something in the suggestion box to say, hey, yeah, you can't get. I'm a card maker, not a scrapbooker. Yeah, you can't. To me, it's just a waste of cardstock. Um, yeah. So right now, the very vanilla 8.5 by 11 cardstock that is now on back order. Uh, I don't think they're gonna have any more packages of the 40 sheets. So right now, what they did say that they were going to do is that So the item numbers for both the regular basic white and very vanilla are changing, I believe, because they're changing the count of the sheets that are in a package. So what they were going to do is they were going to turn on those item numbers uh, before the new catalog comes out. And unfortunately, they're not going to charge what the current price is. They're going to charge what the new price is for it. Um, yeah, that kind of stinks. And I'm just going to be really honest here that in my opinion, uh, it is. Oh, it is. Well, okay, you know what? Um, I was just on in the what do you call it? The um inventory status report, and it said that it wasn't orderable, and it said to be decided. Um, yeah, so yeah, that basic white and the very vanilla there. Yeah, so now if you want to order it even before the new catalog goes live, it's going to be at the higher price with the packaging of the 24 sheets rather than 40. But I'm going to tell you, it's like when it comes to regular basic white, I use quite a bit of it, and I'm sorry, but I'm paying more for like almost half the amount. And yeah, all the card stock's going up. So yeah, I'm thinking I may be working, with some other regular thin white cardstock. I know that sounds bad, but I will be truthful and honest with you guys that, you know, I'm trying to build this as a business, but I totally get it. People don't have all this extra money laying around to place orders. So I'm not really getting any orders. So I'm not making like any commissions or anything like that. So yeah, even for me, it becomes a little bit of what do you call it? A struggle to even like place orders for myself. Unfortunately, you got to pay things like bills, right? Um, oh, sorry to hear that, Froggy. Yeah, so it's just, yeah. I know they say it is what it is, but yeah, I don't have to agree with everything. Okay, so, yeah, I talked about what they were doing with the catalogs. Um, we talked about that. We talked about the Stampin' Rewards. They have not said anything else about that. All of that's going to kind of start on April 15th. I did make a comment about the water painter update. Now, Paper Pumpkin, if you are a subscriber with Paper Pumpkin, so you did not have to do anything if you wanted the March kit, you didn't have to do anything. You were going to get it as long as, you weren't looking to suspend it or, change anything. So mine got shipped, and actually I'm having mine shipped to Oregon since I'm going to be there when it gets delivered. But one of the things now I was kind of confused about this, and I did do some looking into it today. So if you are a subscriber, okay, if you're a demonstrator, what you need to do is when you log into the website, let me bring it up so I know what I'm talking about because, that's important. I need to know what I'm saying. I don't want to give bad information. So, as a demo, when you log into the demonstrator view on the website, up in that upper right hand corner where it will say hello and then it'll have your name, if you go down to subscriptions, What you need to do is right under where it says prepay subscription history, you're going to see there's one button there on the left hand side that says claim from paperpumpkin.com. You need to click on that, put in your email, and click submit. You'll get an email. Click on that. It's kind of confirming everything. And then you will find that under subscriptions, you'll see Paper Pumpkin subscription. It'll say whether it's active or whatever, when the next kit's going to ship, and it says claimed. So if you are a current subscriber and you still want to get these, you do need to go and do this on the website. Now, if you have more than one subscription, now, not referring like, if you have more than one, a quantity of more than one, but if you have another separate subscription, you would have to do it for that as well. Once you have it there, you're going to see a box that then says under subscriptions, claim Paper Pumpkin subscription. It'll say if it's active, on hold, whatever. If you click on that box, it'll bring it up. And this is where you can do any editing if you need to. Like, for example, if you need to change the address or the phone number, your payment method, if you need to change that. There's also a little box there on the right hand side under the order summary that does say need a break. So it's got the little link that you can click on if you want to skip April's kit. And then below that, there is another link that if you just want to outright cancel your subscription. So if you are a current Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you're a demonstrator, that's what you need to do. If you are a customer, uh, you will need to create a profile or an account in the Stampin' Up website. And if you click on subscriptions, yeah, you should be able to take care of putting this all in place. So, yeah, I didn't know, if I needed to do anything or not because I didn't want to find myself, getting more than one Paper Pumpkin kit because, I get one for myself and I also order one for my daughter. So, yeah, I don't need to be buying more. Um, Another brand. Yeah, Froggy, that was one of the things. So I will tell you that Terry, she is like on it when it comes to cardstock. And the same with Yvonne. So there's a bunch of cardstock that they've purchased, and I want something smooth so when I color with the blends, I don't have it like bleeding out. So there's a couple of brands that seem like that they're really close now. As far as like the thick white, I have found that 110 pound is a nice weight. I mean, I think that's what's closest to the thick basic white. But like Yvonne, and I think even Terry does it, that they like to use 120 pound weight for in white for their card bases. To me, it's like the 120 is just a little bit thicker. Um, let's see. Yeah, Lisa, it's a struggle. I thought that just by simply when I put myself out there doing these videos that it would help, and the truth is it didn't. Now, when it comes to doing the videos, I can't really stop doing them. And here's why. It's because of all of you. Because you really love when I do those throwback Thursdays with the retired product. And then, of course, doing the Friday night lives, all of you like to come on and everybody interacts and everything. So, yeah, I'm going to continue to do that. As far as pushing anything, I mean, I'm not a pusher anyway. I'm not, yeah, if someone orders from me, okay, fine. If not, that's why, even my in-person classes, I had the issue where, okay, the first one I did last year, oh, it was back in January or February. I had a whole bunch of people that showed up. My whole dining room table was filled with people. But then after that, I was planning them. And maybe I had, well, Yvonne was here for all of them. You're not saying that Yvonne's not worth it. She, of course, is. But maybe there'd be one other person, but I found that there was really nobody was really interested. And what's crazy is that I've had people reach out to me, back at that time to ask me if I was doing in-person classes. And then when I said that I did, then I wasn't getting anybody coming. So to me, it's like it's a lot of extra work. And so, I'm already, pushing myself, very thin now because, I need to also work a 40-hour a week job too. So, sometimes by the time you get done, you're kind of tired. So I'm gonna just basically leave it the way it is. But yeah, truthfully, with the cardstock situation, it's like, yeah, especially something like white when you're using so much of it that yeah, you gotta decide on how you can do this, economically because yeah, a lot of this stuff, it does add up. And when I look at all the retired stuff that I got since what, this goes back from October 2013, I should start going through some of the really old stuff and, look to sell it because it is starting to take over this space. It's starting to close me in. Um, yeah, I agree, Froggy. They keep going up higher on those prices, then yeah, nobody's um so Lisa, I'm not sure if you heard me. I think well, the thick white. See, I even asked this on demonstrator support if they knew what the weight of our cardstock was, and they couldn't give me an answer. They didn't know. Um, Lisa, are you asking me about if I signed my daughter up or did she do it? Well, actually, I had asked her because my granddaughter actually really likes putting them together, and I think that I basically got it more for her. I When it was on the website, now this has been for a few years now. So I have her on there, her address is in there, her own email address, but it's me that's paying for it. So when I saw all this that was going to happen, I actually went out there to kind of do the profile. Now I can only do so much, but then an email goes to that person, went to her, and then she had to go and complete creating the profile. So it's out there. And I went to go and do for her paper pumpkin what I did for mine now in the website. But the thing is now when I put her email, she's getting the email, so she has to click on the confirming part. So if she doesn't do this today or tonight, then we'll just take care of it when I get out there this well on Sunday and all. I'm gonna be there for 2 weeks, so we'll get it figured out. Um, let's see. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so my situation is that I signed her up for it, but I the payment for it, it's actually my payment info. So now that it's going onto the website, yeah, you do actually have to go through that whole thing because they do need the profile. So you can do that. Um, you can do that in here. You just have to, what'll happen when the email's put in, they're going to get the email and they have to actually finish it. which is, it's not much. It's basically doing the, I think the email, was it the email? No, I don't know if the email address, but like the payment and all that other stuff. Um, oh, okay. All right, Sharon. Okay, so let me carry on. So again, the January, February, March add-ons, as far as I know, they're still going. Uh, this is going to be the April paper pumpkin kit. So it's got all these pretty colors, kind of like that alcohol ink type of designs, and there's some like gold foiling in it. Then you're going to have like masculine cards for May's kit. And then for June, this is going, they're saying that this is going to coordinate with a Floral Charm Suite collection. Don't know if that's in the catalog or if it's an online exclusive item that's going to come out. But this color right here is one of the new in colors. It's called Timid Tiger. So we have another orange that's coming. Uh, these are going to be the new dies for the April, May, and June paper pumpkin kits. This is the Hugs a Bloom dies, and there's the item number 166238. Here in the US, I believe that these are $12. A little bit of descriptive stuff that's about these kits. And again, yeah, Timid Tiger, that's that color right there. So that's a new in color. Also, it's not in any of these, but if you've been around Stampin' Up for a while, maybe you remember that one of the in colors that we had, this was, I think, back when we had like Coastal Cabana, Baked Brown Sugar, um, was it pistachio pudding? Remember strawberry slush? Well, that color is coming back as an in color again with these new ones. So Timid Tiger is one of them. I can't remember offhand all the names, but yeah, so strawberry slush is coming back. Also, like I've mentioned in the description, just above where all the supplies are, I do have the link that'll take you to my Google Drive. I have all of the PDFs that I have done for all of my Friday night lives and the kind of lives. So as of, well, this afternoon, the PDFs for next Fridays and the Friday after that, those are already out there. The videos are scheduled, but I already have these out there. When you click on this link, it's going to take you right to what do you call it? Right to the video here on YouTube. Let's see. Anything else about this? Um, I don't think so. I think that's everything. So, one thing that I am going to do, because I forgot to do this last Friday, I actually did have one birthday card that came in, and I totally forgot to show it, but I'm going to show it now. Plus, I had two more cards show up in the mail. They were in the mailbox today, and yeah, they were mailed back in February. So yes, the post office doing a bang up job like usual. And then we got this one right here. So she used some of the silver foiling and just added some paper strips. This is that zinnia sweetest stuff that she used. And then these glossy dots, these things have been around for a while. I wonder if they'll carry over again. I don't know. But really bright and cheerful. And then we have this one here. This is using, what was this? This was that heart shape bundle that was a celebration that we had used. And then this is that, what was it, Adoring Hearts or something, that actually carried over into the annual catalog, so that's still out there. And then she's got some retired stuff in here, so Really pretty, all that pink, very Valentine-y for what do you call, for February. All right, so let's get going. So this first card is very, very easy, quick to do, and I needed to do something. Now, before I do that, this is what we're using, the Sweet Peas stamp set. So it's a standalone stamp set. There's no dies that go with it. So yes, every card I had fussy cut the images. And if you know me, I don't care for fussy cutting at all, but I had done it. And I will tell you, this one that says Hello Grumpy, this Grumpy, I love this Grumpy. I mean, I really like it. I just got to think who I'm going to send this card to. So the first card is going to be Grumpy. So let me get this. And this I can actually stamp without, I didn't stamp this stuff ahead of time, because being that it is photopolymer, I can see exactly where I'm stamping. So I want, let's see, I want my black ink. And again, this is the Memento Tuxedo black ink. I took one of the white ink pads. They are uninked, so I took my my re-inker for the Memento. I re-inked this up, and it stamps so much better than when it's on a foam, you know, on the foam pad. So let me get blocks here. Okay, so let me pull in these pieces. There's not much at all. So the card base, this is Pool Party. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of basic white. This measures, was it 5 1/4 by 4. And then I have a little scrap of basic white that we're going to stamp our little Grumpy on. So let me fold and burnish this. I just got to figure out who I'm going to send this card to, because I'm sorry, I just think it's really cute. Well, one of you are going to get this card. So, because we are doing the Wheel of Names. So, if anyone's popped on since I went live, the link to the spreadsheet is up at the top. If you would like to be in the drawing for one of the cards tonight, just click on that link and add your name. And if you're having any problems at all, just say something in the chat box, and somebody will be more than happy to add your name on there. So let me bring in my my Stampin' Pierce mat. Yeah, I kind of got the, ooh, that's a dark sky. Where's that? Seymour, Missouri. Ooh, some really dark skies there. Yeah, it's going to get interesting here. Okay, what I want this. I want my black ink. I'm going to take my greeting and I'm going to ink this up. And I'm going to stamp this right. I'll make sure that I'm straight. I'll stamp that right there. Okay, and then, oh, I'm going to get my Grumpy. I love this guy. To me, this was the reason why I bought the stamp set. Plus, I also saw things done with it, and I'm like, yes, I got to have it. So I'm going to take him, and I'm going to stamp him right here on the card base. And then I'm going to stamp him again right here. Okay. Now what I want to do is I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper, because the sample that I did on this, this ink kind of, when I went to use my blending brush, this color was kind of coming up. So I want to make sure that that's going to be dry and I don't end up pulling any of that up. And I don't see any coming off, so maybe just not rub so hard with that blending brush. Okay, so I am going to take my light and dark lemon lime twist, and I am going to, well, I'm going to take these things off of here. We don't need that. So I'm going to come in and now I'm only doing this just so in the event if you kind of see it from the side, this is going to be covered. So when I go to do this one here, I'm going to cut out the P, but I'm not going to cut out like the legs and the arms. So when I cut this out, I'm going to pop it up on top of this. So you'll still get to see his arms and his legs. There's another stamp set that it's something rusty that's in the online exclusives, and it's got that fox that kind of like makes the faces. Yeah, I like that one too. So at some point, yeah, hopefully I can get that. The dark lemon lime twist. I am going to just go over the P. So I think I actually did this with the brush tip. Like so. And then we'll come in and we'll add a little bit right there on him. All right, then I'm going to get my snips here. And we're going to cut him out. And I'm just going to go right along the line. Now the other cards, yes, there is fussy cutting on that, but I went ahead and ahead of time I stamped it and I already cut them out, and all I have to do is just color those in. So this is the only one. It's only because this was just one small little image. I figured, okay, I think I can probably handle this on a live and not take forever to do this and torture myself, because actually this does not feel good, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's put these away. All right, and then I'm going to bring in my Pool Party ink. And I got my blending brush, got my scrap paper here. I want to make sure that I don't have any black on there, so because the sample card I did, this kind of got on the black kind of mixed in with it, so it wasn't as bright as I would have liked it. So I'm going to go over like so. Don't need much. Okay. And then I'm going to take this and let me get my glue. Okay, and then we'll put this on our card base. Okay, and then we're going to take our grumpy And let me see, I want my dimensionals. Let me make sure I got more of my big ones than I don't. So hold on one second. Let me go get another package I just happen to have. Yeah, I even put together adhesive kits, you know, for when I was doing in-person stuff. Yeah, if nobody was showing up, then yeah, and even the price of all that stuff went up too, so yeah, so I might as well, I mean, I purchased this stuff, right? So I might as well use it. Okay, so got another sheet here. All right, so I'm gonna add dimensional to the back of him. And then we're going to take him and place him right over the top like so. Then I want, for my embellishments on this, I'm going to bring in the regular rhinestone basic jewels. Hey, Stacy. Okay. I want my take a pic tool. Yeah, I decided that I'm going to go live an hour earlier because it's getting a little darker out there, and I'm hoping to get this all in before it all lets loose out there. They're saying somewhere between 8 and 9 o'clock is when it's really supposed to start here. So with the rhinestones, I got these 3 different sizes, and I'm just adding one of each, like right up here in this big open corner. So there is our Grumpy card. Isn't he cute? I love Grumpy. So there's our first card. Now let's see, what do we want next? So let's get this stuff for our next card. So this one is kind of like a party in itself. So we got lots of fun colors on this. Last time I combined Blueberry Bushel and Berry Burst together was when I did those that 100 of swap cards for last year's on-stage event. I thought my cards came out cute. I mean, I had to represent Memphis, so they were, it was TCB, and actually I think, was it the first Friday Night Live I think I did in March of last year? One of the cards I made was actually my swap card. So if you want to check that out, that's where that is. Okay, so the second card here, this is Blueberry Bushel, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of Berry Burst that measures 5 by 3 3/4. I have a piece of Basic White. This measures 4 7/8 by 2. And then ahead of time, I embossed that using the Metal Plate 3D embossing folder. This is in the annual catalog. And then out of scraps of white, I die cut 3 of these stitched rectangles. This comes from the Nested Essentials dies. And then out of a scrap ahead of time, I stamped and I fussy cut these 3 images using Granny Apple Green ink. And then I'm going to be coloring the peas themselves using the light and dark lemon lime twist. And then these pea pods, I'm going to use the light Granny Apple Green to color those. And then the Designer Series paper. This is the Full of Life Designer Series paper. This is in the annual catalog. This is the one, what is it called? Full of Life Suite. So, yeah, I like this paper. I'm kind of hoping they'll carry that paper over again because I really like it. It's got lots of colors in it. So this Designer Series paper is 4 7/8 by 1 7/8. So let's take a card base and fold and burnish that. Just looking at the, let's see. Yeah, Lisa, if you're still having a problem or an issue trying to figure it out, um send me an email and it can help you walk through it. It wasn't really difficult. The thing that you definitely need is you do need to create an account for them on the Stampin' Up website. Good, we got someone new here. Froggy said hi to Anne. I don't see Anne. Well, welcome, Anne. Yeah, typically, oh, it's on the doc list? Oh, okay. All right. Well, hello, Anne. Okay, typically I go live at 7 p.m. on Friday nights, but because we got this impending nasty weather that's about to hit here, I decided to take my chance and go and watch, start earlier. Uh, Thank you for joining us, Anne. Um, oh, did it work, Sharon? All right. Let me take this piece here that I have embossed. Let's add some glue to the back of this. I still have the blind open here in this room, so I'm kind of glancing over there. It looks a little darker out there. Plus, I got Ryan Hall on my other laptop there. I got the sound off, so kind of watching what's going on, but this is all more like I was getting it, that area of Arkansas where it the northwest side of Arkansas where it uh where like I can't talk, Missouri. Yeah, so we'll get through this. So we're on our second card. The third card. This one here that we're doing, this is the one that has the most to it. The third one that we're doing, it's super cute. But there again, there's not a whole lot to it, so that one will go pretty quick too. So the designer series paper, I have that the same width as this basic white, and I just took that and I kind of lined this up so there's like this even border of the berry burst, and it does overlap that embossed white piece a little bit. Okay, so then I'm going to take this piece and glue it down to my card base. Well, at least one good thing about this is that we're supposed to have the bad weather like overnight. Then tomorrow, I think we got a lot of rain, but a lot of this nasty stuff is moving towards the east. Um, yeah, so Sunday I fly out, so it's saying that it's going to be sunny. I don't think it's going to be windy, so now, when I get to Oregon, they've been getting a lot of rain, and those temperatures are are pretty cool. I think what'd she say it was yesterday? It was like 48 degrees there, and they were getting a lot of rain. Um, Yes, it's supposed to, and I'm kind of keeping an eye on it. They said that it was going to be about 8, 9 o'clock, possibly 7 yet last night. So I figured, you know what, it's been windy. So I figured let me go an hour earlier and we're going to make this work. So I got my blind open. It's still daylight out there. So uh, So I think I should be good. So the ink that I'm using is Berry Burst. I'm going to stamp my greetings. So let me get my stamp set. And this one I want the happy birthday. And that one's this one right here. And then let me grab this. My space here, I feel like it's all closing me in. All right, so there's the stamp. Let's get a block. We got our ink. Yeah, you know, I will tell you that I am a weather nerd. I've always been. One of the things I've always wanted to be, and I don't know why I'd never followed through on it. I always wanted to be a meteorologist. When I lived on Long Island growing up, we would get hurricanes. Yeah, I'd be the one that when the eye was going over, I'd be outside checking things out. I'd be the one by the window, you know, looking as everything was going on, wind blowing. But the one thing I will say down here south, I mean, if you live down here, you know that these storms down here can get pretty nasty. Now, a lot of nasty stuff that's going to happen tomorrow, a lot of that's happening south of us. So, you know, down there, like from like Tupelo, Mississippi down. So, yeah, we got Elvis's birthplace, you know, that house. I hope that fares. It's fared through all the nasty weather that's gone through there in the past years. So, all right. So now we're going to color these in. The other color of blend that I'm also going to use, I'm going to bring in the light Petunia Pop. We're going to add that in the party hats. So I'm going to take the light Lemon Lime Twist, and I'm going to color in all of my peas. Okay, got one here that's sticking its tongue out. We got one that's smiling. All right, let's get our other party peas. And you got this one with the great big smile. Okay, then we have this one up here. Okay, I'm going to let that dry a little bit before I go over with my dark. I'm not doing a whole lot of blending on these. So I'm going to take my light Granny Apple Green. Let's see what this brush tip looks like. Okay, it looks okay. And then I'm going to color in this pea pod. And again, ahead of time, I stamped these images using the Granny Apple Green ink. Yeah, right back behind my apartment, so where the window is right over on this wall, it faces the west, and only a few feet away is a power pole with you know, what is that thing called, a transformer on it. And I think it was like a year or two ago, we had straight line winds, and one of the tops of the trees had snapped and it had hit the fuses on that thing. Oh my goodness. I walked back here, I looked out that window, and the top of that pole was on fire. Luckily, it was raining, so it would put it out. But what really stinks is that um, here in this apartment, if the power goes out, of course, I don't have, any Wi-Fi, but then I have a really lousy signal with my cell phone. And sometimes I can go out in the middle of the parking lot here and it'll work fine, and then sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, when you're trying to call 911 and yeah, to report that, I was standing out in the breezeway here, and literally it was like I wasn't outside, but I was in that breezeway and I saw these really bright flashes and explosions. It was that transformer. And of course, so we didn't have any power for most of the day. So, oh, there was something I forgot to do on that grumpy. I can add it when we go to do this. All right. So then on the party hat, I'm going to take the light. This is Petunia Pop, and I'm going to do a couple of the stripes. Now, these stripes are not very wide, so I'm being very light with the tip of the marker on that. And then we have another one. Okay. And then let's get the dark lemon lime twist. And I'll just add like some shadow. Okay, and then I'll do him. Okay. So we're done with the coloring. So now let's take this off and let's assemble this. So I am going to get my dimensionals. That's the other package. Where's the one that I've already started that I'm not done with yet? Right there. All right, so on the back of these, I'm going to add some on here. So I don't like it all saggy, so I'm adding 5 on each of these. All right, Vaughn. Hey, Terry. Yeah, Terry, I started an hour earlier because we're going to get nasty weather. I should have sent you a text message. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was trying to get everything that I needed done. So, Vaughn, so I take it. Hold on. I am almost at your house. I do. Okay, so if she is saying that, then that means she is not driving, and her hubby is driving her here. They're going to drop me off at the airport on Sunday. So she was debating if she was going to come over tonight or if she was going to come tomorrow. But the problem is the weather tomorrow. We're supposed to see a whole lot more rain. And it just seemed that the window, I mean, it's windy. I don't see any rain hitting this back window, so it hasn't started yet. So basically, this is probably the time where, it's not going to be raining. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if the lights should be working out there, so it's not like the last time where you were struggling to try to find the lock to put the key in because it was really dark out there. The lights have been working the past you know, few nights, so yeah, it does look southwest from here. It is getting a little bit darker. But we're getting there. We're, like I said, this card here is the one that's got the most to it, so it's going to be the longest one. All right, and then I'm going to take some dimensionals and we're going to pop these all up. So bring in one of my small ones. So the one with the party hat, this is going to go right over the greeting, like so. Tracy, I did not see Tracy. Hey, Deborah. Yeah, I did post, what do you call it? I did post a comment, or I made a post here in YouTube earlier this afternoon, because I was debating if I was going to change it or not. But then, you know, again, with the way they're talking about how the weather's going to be, you know, and it's going to get dark, I really want to be kind of weather aware of what's going on. So that's why I decided, let me do this earlier, and then I should be able to get this also done. You know, because like I said, it's been getting windier as the day's been going by. So hopefully the internet and all that's going to hold up as well. All right, so then the embellishments that I'm using on this one is, these are the purple fine shimmer gems, and these ones right here look like they're berry burst. So we're going to use those. Where's my take your pick tool? Let's grab one of our larger ones, and then two are smaller ones. They have a lot of the embellishments that are like this, where they got the texture on them. We have them in the current in colors as well. And we'll put one right up there. And then we're going to add some Winkostella. And let me bring in that first card too, because I meant to put some on him. But yeah, this is the first card that we had made. Is that blurry? I don't want it to be blurry. But yeah, that's the first one that we did. Grumpy. Okay, now let's add, I'm just adding the Winkostella on the peas themselves. I'm not going to add any to the pea pod. Yeah. Yeah, the first time I saw something done with this set, it was Erica Serwin that done projects. And I'm like, gosh, I just thought they were so cute. And I'm like, yep, I need this stamp set. They're too stinking cute. All right, so there is the second card. A perfect birthday card. I know. Do you like this one, Stacy? This could end up being your birthday card if you like it. Let's see. Third card, our final card. It looks like that we may make it here. All right. So this one, let me make sure none of my little pieces got stuck in the other card. Okay, so basic white thick, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of soft sea foam. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I had embossed it ahead of time with the eyelet 3D embossing folder. It's currently in the annual catalog. Then out of a scrap piece of white using the nested essential dies, I die cut this rectangle. I think this is the next, yeah, this is the size larger than this one that we used on that card. And then I also stamped this image here, and I stamped that in the Memento Black and then fussy cut that. And then I have a piece of basic black that measures 3 inches by 5/8. I stamped this in the Versamark ink and then heat embossed it using the white embossing powder. All right, so let's get this one together. I don't see that Yvonne's commenting, so she could be here. I'll know in a second when I hear the key go into the door. Yeah, these peas are cute, especially Grumpy. It's the reason. It's really the main reason why I bought this stamp set, because I like Grumpy. There's another set, Terry, that what do you call it? That's in the online exclusives. It just came out, and it's something rusty, and it has a fox on it, and the fox makes like these faces and all that. That's another good set that I wanna get that one too. It's a standalone. It doesn't have any dies or anything to it, but yeah, it's cute. I like when they come out with sets like that. All right, so then I'm gonna take this this tag piece here, or label, however you want to call it, and I'm gonna glue this down. It looks like I got a little smudgy on there, so I'm just gonna glue this straight down. And we're going to put that, let's see, about right there. Make sure that's straight. I got to come down just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to take this greeting piece. I'm going to add some dimensionals. Now, on this, it is going to hang off a little bit, so I'm going to put my dimensionals in the areas where it's going to attach to this label here. Okay, and then I'm going to place this right about here. So I'm lining it up with that soft sea foam on the right hand side. And then let's take our little peas here. And so for these, I'm going to color the peas in again using the light and dark lemon lime twist. And then for this little pod here, I'm going to use the light granny apple green and the dark sea foam. And then for that little heart and for the cheeks for our little girl pea, I'm going to use light calypso coral. All right, so let's I'll do that one last. So let me get this, the light one. Yeah. So we'll color these in. And then I'm going to take, let's see, the dark, not the dark, but the light granny apple green. And I'll color a little stem piece. And I'm going to do the top half of this pod. Okay. And then let's see, let's take the dark lemon lime twist and kind of add some shadows here. Right. Add a little bit right there. Okay, and then I'm going to take my dark soft sea foam, and I'm going to color the bottom part of this. Kind of go over into that granny apple green. As a matter of fact, it seemed like I had more ink in the brush tip than I did on that bullet tip. Okay. Those two colors blend together very well. All right, and then I'm going to take my light Calypso Coral. Whoops, that is like really a nasty brush tip. This is actually, when they came out with the blends, they used to have blend abilities, but when they came out with the blends, I mean, that was quite a long time ago. This is one of those markers when they came back out. So I've had this one for quite a while, so. All right, and then I'm going to add cheeks on the little girl one. All right, so then let's get our dimensionals. And we'll add them on here. Okay, don't need that anymore. And we'll take this, and I think she's here. Yep, I hope that's her that's here. Okay, and then for the embellishments on this one, I am going to use, these are the transparent adhesive back dots. This, I believe, is Lemon Lime Twist. So I'm going to use, there's two different sizes in here, so I'm just going to use two of them. So we got that one there, and one right there. Okay, and then one more little, well, two more little touches. I got the, this is the black and very vanilla large checked ribbon. And of course, then we also need Make a Stella. Again, I'm just going to do the two P's, and then I'm going to do that heart as well. Okay. And then for the ribbon, I'm not going to tie a bow. I will, though, tie just a knot. Like so. And then let me get my snips. I don't need this very long. Okay. I think this end is a little bit longer than the other, so trim it down a little bit more. Okay, so let me move that out of the way. And let me get my glue dots. Now, whenever I'm using glue dots on my, oh, it's gotten dark out there. Ooh. I like to put a glue dot on either side of my knot, so that way it stays in place and doesn't fall off. Okay, and then I'm going to take that and I'm going to put this right above them like so. So there is, and that frayed a little bit, but there is the third card. Isn't that just so cute? Very cute. So let me, what time is it? Oh my gosh, guys, 1 hour and 25 minutes. I think this could be a record for us. It's 7:17, so I'd say that we have perfect timing on everything. So I'm going to tidy up here just a little bit. So well, actually, let me bring in the cards so you can see all the cards that we made. We need this one, and this one. So there are our 3 cards. So while I kind of tidy up this space just a little bit, what do you call it? If you're joining us a little bit later, up at the top of the chat box, I have it pinned up there. There is a link that'll take you to a Google spreadsheet. Add your name if you would like to be in the drawing for one of the cards that I made tonight. If you're having any issues at all with doing that, just say something in the chat box and we have someone that'll be more than happy to get you all set up with that. Let's see. Actually, Yvonne's here. She's here now. When she communicated before, she was on her way here, and hopefully that meant that she wasn't driving, that her hubby was driving. And yeah, she is here now. At least I hope that's her that I heard come in. My door was locked, so she does have the key. Okay, let me just kind of take all this stuff, get it out of the way. Because what I do when I do my drawing, I don't have like that fancy software, you know, where you can have like more than one screen that you can flip back and forth on. And so I have to literally drag in my laptop so you can see the screen on there. So let me clean this up. We don't want to get ink on anything. Oh, Deborah says thank you so very much for the beautiful card. She really appreciated it. Woman, are you listening to me?
Yeah, I didn't know if you were talking to me. She got it already?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The post office actually did their job. Yeah, she said, Carla, please tell Yvonne. I said, thank you so very much for the beautiful card. I really appreciated it.
Well, my pleasure.
She says, my pleasure, if you didn't hear her. And then Tracy, she won one of the, she said it came today. Yeah, so Tracy had won one of the cards and she said to forward it over to Terry. Okay, so I think I got everything kind of tidied up here the best that I can. So let's see what we got here. So I got Froggy, Sharon, Ann, Stacy, Terry, and Deborah. Do you want to be on here?
Me?
Yeah, you. Do you want your name added to the list?
Oh, well, I haven't seen the cards.
Well, there's the cards.
Oh, they're so cute. Oh my gosh.
You like Grumpy?
Oh, I like that. She's so good. I love all of them, but no, that's okay.
All
I
right.
wasn't even
Okay. So
watching.
so is
I
there
can make my own.
is there anybody else we need to add that's on here? Oops, I don't think I need that. Okay. So I'm going to slide this up. All right, and let me kind of disconnect my phone from this and let me unplug it. And let me bring this in. Let me actually move these lights out of the way because they're going to glare right on the screen. And I'll bring this in like so. Let me get my little post-it notes. Post-it notes. Okay, so again, let's see. That's still glaring in there. Go away. All right, so this is who we have, and I should have done this first. Whoever invented control, copy and paste, they're a genius. I'm just gonna say. Saying. Okay, so do we have everybody? I'm just looking at the chat box. Did it start to rain yet?
No.
Okay, so it's not raining yet. That's good. All right, I think we have everybody. You're just windy, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and spin this. Ooh, just went over the line. Just over the line. Which one would you like, Froggy? Number 3? Okay. They're so cute. All right. Sharon. You know, guys, you know who I haven't seen on here in a while? I haven't seen Carol Helms. I hope that she's okay. I should send her a card. Number 2. Okay. And then our last one. Terry. Terry. All right. So Terry's got Grumpy. I think Grumpy's cute. Just saying. All right, let me kind of get this now out of the way and we'll kind of finish up. So let me move that. And let me go back to the chat so I can see everything. So, thank you again, everybody, for joining me, especially since I did this an hour earlier. Uh, Again, it'll be 7 p.m. It's just, with the nasty weather that we're about to get. And from what Yvonne just told me, it's not raining, it's just windy. So we kind of beat that. The power never flicked, the internet stayed good. Hopefully, the screen didn't get all wonky at times. And oh, and we're at an hour and 35 rather than over 2 hours. So, Deborah, I'm kind of hoping that it's going to do kind of like what it did. Terry, you remember that when I opened up those gifts from you and I said that we were having a storm and all that, it didn't amount to really anything. That's what I'm kind of hoping is going to happen tonight. Like I said, I'm all for a good storm, but I don't like them when when it's dark and you can't see anything. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be going to bed anytime soon. And of course, tomorrow we're supposed to get bad weather too, but the worst of it is going to be south and east of us. So again, I do want to make mention that the next 2 Fridays, so for the rest of March, I will not be live. However, I worked very hard this past week and I designed and I pre-recorded all of my videos. So the two Throwback Thursdays, along with those two Fridays. So those are out there. They're scheduled to post at the regular time that I post them. So those Friday night lives, kind of lives, they'll post at 7 p.m. Also the PDFs. This one right here, all I have to do is just add the link to it. So I'll probably do that tonight to get it done, and then I will put it out on the Google Drive. The two kind of lives for the rest of March, those two, they're already out there. So of course the link is embedded right here and it'll take you to the video. I don't know if it'll actually work before it's actually posted. I don't know. It may work. I don't know. But yeah, so those are out. Those are already out there now. Yeah, I didn't want to do a pre-record because Froggy did send me an email earlier asking me, if I was going to or not, because she would totally understand if because of the weather I didn't. Um, I did, I just decided to do it early, and I did do a post, what do you call it, here in YouTube. So I don't know how many people had saw that or not. But yeah, so what you're getting in Ohio, Deborah, is that's all part of what we're getting. It's all one big long line from north to south. Um, yeah, so on Sunday afternoon, I will be I will be on my way to Oregon. The way it seems leaving here, the weather is going to be fine, no problems, no stormy weather. However, when it comes to Oregon, they have been getting quite a bit of rain, and it's also been chillier out there as well. So I'm kind of hoping that it's going to hold up, the second week that I'm there, because I really do want to go to Lincoln City. I want to go to the beach. I want to go to, well, actually, I just want to go to the ocean, and I want to go to the lighthouse. That's my happy places. So yeah, so I'm going to be there for 2 weeks, and I will be back again here for my for and be live on Friday, April 4th. So that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to do a pre-record for tonight, because the next two were pre-recorded and we wouldn't be getting together again until April, which April I still have to figure out what I'm going to use. So I'll bring my planner and I'll figure out what I'm going to do for next month. So everybody, that's right. It's St. Patrick's Day on Monday too. So happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. So yeah, we did peas, so they're green. Okay. St. Patrick's Day. Um so everybody, again, thank you for joining me. If you are part of any bit of this storm at all, stay safe, be weather aware. A lot of things that are going on. Yeah, I wish I could. I may be making that, Terry, when I get to Oregon. I think my daughter's gone and bought all the stuff. I think she was hinting at me she wants me to make it for dinner. Not a problem. So thank you, everybody. Stay safe, and I will be here and there. So any comments that are made after the fact, of course, I'll have my laptop. I'll be able to respond and everything. So thank you, everybody, and everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and have a blessed one. Bye bye.